Hello YouTube, welcome back once again to the vinygee channel, a channel about everything and a channel about nothing. I've always been interested in computers, always had this amazing interest in computers. I reckon they're just fantastic. Not the computers themselves, but the computers. So I remember, seeing the first computer that I was able to buy. I think it was a Commodore 64, and I just thought it was a brilliant machine. Now, after the Commodore 64, I jumped straight to the Amiga 500. Now, I was stuck on that for years, the Amiga 500. It was a pure, to me, it did have word processors, it did have accounts, software and all that sort of stuff, but it was a pure gaming machine. And the beauty of it was, with these gaming machines, there were so many editorial companies putting out magazines on these computers. You would be updated through the news agents, then you would procure the software. Even though some of these games were $80 for a big cardboard box and a little diskette, and you thought, wow, is this it? You sort of felt like you're getting ripped off and all that sort of stuff. So those of you guys in the Amiga scene might remember X-Copy 3. You put the disc in and X-Copy, put another blank in. Piracy was rife back then, and there was an actual guy who lived in Noble Park. He's passed away now, but Adam was his name. He was a really good fella, and we could, I think it was $1.50 a game we were paying. So that's why we were stuck on the Amiga. A lot of people here in Australia were actually stuck on the Amiga 500. Now, it stuck with me for a long time because I grew up with it, and then I had the system when I had my first child. When Melissa was born, I remember her, the very moment she could sit in front of a TV, she used to watch her cartoons and all that sort of stuff, and one day I left the joystick there. She grabbed the joystick and she was playing Super Hang-On or something like that. From that moment she grasped it, and she remembers these games to this day. And when she comes over, she's 27 years old now, she'll turn the Wii on and she'll go through the games, and she'll say, I remember. It brings back a point in time into her memory, and I think it's just a great thing to have anyway. So I've had a lot of people question me on my Amiga 500 tutorial about marrying it to the Wii. That's probably the only sustainable system that I could find where I had a plug and play device. I could plug it in and invoke the Amiga emulator. I've had questions such as, is there any way to get the games loading fast and all that? The emulator is an emulator that actually replicates the full workings of the Amiga 500. So you would put your floppy disk in and you would hear the disk drive go tick, 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 tick. You would have to wait. So saying that, I am a guy who's about promoting knowledge and helping the community and all. You can go to my Amiga 500 Wii tutorial. Okay, so basically I have all my files uploaded on Mega NZ Network, and you just go to the Mega NZ Network. I'll put the link once again down below here, and all the files are there. Now, the trick to getting this working is the files and the directory. Everything has to be the same as what is on my SD card as shown in this tutorial for it to work. I do try to help people. I get a lot of comments and a lot of questions asking about the resolutions and all that sort of stuff. I'm happy to answer them, but the trick to getting this going is to, I'm explaining in the best English that I can, is to basically replicate my directory structure. So I hope that this helps in getting the system going for you. It's a great system, and the games are actually quite good. So cheers guys, enjoy, and remember, if you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe, and don't forget, if you subscribe to me, I will subscribe back to you. Thank you.